You are welcome back. Now, why Python? Why not Java? Why not C++? Why not Ruby? Why not Visual Basic.net? Those are other programming languages I've just mentioned. Why will you go ahead and learn Python? I want to show you in this section the reason why you have to learn Python. It has a lot of advantages over other programming languages, and I want to convince you that you need to learn this language. Now, number one reason is it is easy to read and it is easy to learn. Like I told you in the previous video, that Python is like you are writing English language. Most of the syntax, they are common, and most of the keywords are like English words. And the code structure is very easy to read. Unlike C#, C++, that the code will look a little very technical and too symbolic. But Python is very easy. Then it is easy to learn. A novice can take up a Python programming book, and within weeks you can begin to code. The same thing goes for video. You can listen to one or two videos, then you start coding, and which is not likely to happen with other programming languages. So this is number one reason why you have to learn Python. Then two, Python is very good for absolute beginner. So when you come to learn Python, there is no prerequisite, no programming skill is required. So you can start from scratch, and you can rise from being zero to hero with Python. Then Python is good for, maybe you are migrating from a programming language and you are beginning Python. Very good. If you are an expert already, Python is good. You can't explore, you can't exhaust the world of Python. You continue learning because it's so versatile. It can be used for virtually anything. That is why either beginner or expert, we find Python always interesting. Then another thing about Python is it is open source. Nobody pays for it. You download it and you start to make use of it. And not only that, you can contribute to the source code. You can write third-party libraries. You can port your own application, your own library into an existing Python application. And it has newest trends. People are coming up with new ideas on daily basis. And I want to tell you that for anything, there is always a library for it. For example, you need a library to convert a certain number from one format to another. There is, if you go to Python community, there is a library for it. So with PIP, you can install any library you want for anything you want to do. And Python has a big community where you can post questions, where people can attend to you. One of such communities is what we call RePython. RePython. So they attend to beginners. You ask questions and you receive answers. Another advantages of using Python, why you need Python, is it has big libraries for many things. So we have library for robotics, library for web design. You are going to see that in my next video. We have libraries for data science, library for AI, for deep learning, for machine learning, library for mobile application. So that is why somebody said Python can be used for anything. Library for automation, library for almost anything you want to do. So that is one of the advantages of Python. So all you have to do is to install the core Python Python interpreter. Then after that, you begin to install some libraries you will need for specific applications. And even apart from that, there are libraries that are inbuilt with Python by default. A good example is Tkinter. We use Tkinter for GUI application, for desktop application. So you may not even download anything apart from Python itself to begin to build powerful application. So you can see the beauty of learning Python. Then you have great idea. It's great for validating ideas for your company's products. So that is another advantage of Python. And you can collaborate, you can exchange data with Python, and that is a good thing. So I want to tell you that these are the advantages I can enumerate for now to convince you that you need to learn Python. In the next video, I'm going to show you what you can do with Python programming, and it's going to be really exciting.